Thank you, Ralph and Srini, and thank you, faculty and students and parents. It's an honor to be here today. I have no personal history with NYU Poly. I did not attend Poly, and I did not attend NYU, nor did my parents, brothers, or my wife. And yet something like 8 years ago, when I heard that NYU and Poly might come together, I reached out to NYU President John Sexton with excitement. I didn't know John at the time, but I told him that I needed to come see him. He graciously agreed to see me. I told John that Poly was a jewel, a bit faded, but it had a history of being one of the finest engineering schools in the world, and that he could give New York City and NYU a wonderful gift by leading the effort of polishing this faded jewel, breathing new vitality into it, and showing the world the shining wonder that Poly is. He stood up with a little tear in his eye, and he gave me one of his signature hugs, and he said, "We're going to do this, but I need your help." And thus began my relationship with Poly and NYU. I've served on the boards of both institutions since that day. The reason I made that trip to see John 8 years ago is that I believe in innovation and I believe in engineering, and I want to see more of both in the world. And I knew that by breathing new energy into Poly, we would see that happen. I come from a family of engineers. My dad is a retired general in the Army Corps of Engineers, and he ran the mechanical engineering department at the Military Academy at West Point, which itself is an engineering school. We both have degrees in mechanical engineering from MIT. As you all know, engineering teaches you to take things apart, figure out how they work, and put them back together. Engineering teaches you how to solve problems. It teaches you how to work in teams to make new things. Engineering and the related sciences that form its foundation are the source of most of the innovation that we experience in the world. I work in the innovation sector. I help entrepreneurs start companies and bring their innovations to market. It is incredibly exciting work. I cannot think of anything more wonderful than working with these brilliant people, most of them engineers, as they bring their ideas to life and change the world in the process. The work I do is also an exercise in wealth creation. Most entrepreneurs start their companies and invent their innovations for two reasons. First and foremost, because they cannot stop thinking of the thing they want to make and bring into the world. But second, they also know that they can create life-changing financial opportunities for their families by doing so. It is not one or the other, it is both. I tell you all of this on your day of graduation because I want you to understand the personal power that you all have. You've been trained in the same tradition that I was. You know how to solve problems, you know how to make things, and you know how to innovate. And you know how to create opportunities for yourself and your families with this power. You are graduating at a very opportune time. We are living in a time of massive societal change, brought on by a number of technological innovations. We have the internet, which has impacted every sector of economy, politics, and society, and I believe we are just seeing its impact. We have genomics and a number of other powerful medical technologies that are changing our understanding of our bodies, our health, our minds, and our futures. We have emerging technologies that allow for the creation, storage, and intelligent use of non-carbon-based energy. We also have many challenges. Our planet is getting warmer. It's getting more inhabited. Our societies are not equitable, and the result of that is hatred and violence between those who have and those who do not. Some of these challenges have seemingly existed forever. Some of these challenges have only recently emerged. But regardless of their history, they are challenges that we must solve. And that takes me back to you. I want to encourage all of you to use all that you've learned, all that you can imagine, and all that you can offer of yourself to design and build things that can address these challenges and continue to push mankind forward, and to also create better opportunities for yourself, your families, and your employees. The thing that I love the most about Poly is that it is a melting pot. like New York City and America, where people of all races, colors, creeds, and economic means come together to learn and develop themselves. Many of you speak English as a second language. Many of you are the first in your families to graduate college. Many of you will have to provide for those in your families who are not as fortunate as you are. And I want to say to you that you make me proud. You are why I continue to spend time and energy on Poly, and you are an inspiration to me and everyone around you. I'm a fan of brevity, so I'm going to stop here, but not before I end with a challenge. You are the future of the world. You have the power that most people do not. Use it wisely, use it with empathy, and use it to make the world a better place for yourself, your families, and everyone else. Thank you and congratulations.